हेलो मेरे प्यारे दोस्तों, वेलकम टू बिल्कू क्लासेस। आज आपको एक जबरदस्त कहानी सुनाती हूँ। कम ऑन जॉइन मी। नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू इंट्रोड्यूस टू फ्रेंड्स सिटिंग ऑन द seesaw in the garden. One sitting on the left side is tomato and on the right side is potato. चलिए दोनों क्या चर्चा कर रहे हैं देखते हैं। Hey potato, are you not surprised by sitting on this seesaw? Yes, tomato. Really, I am surprised to know that why our seesaw is not moving up and down and remains horizontal only. But potato, see those persons enjoying the motion of seesaw and one of them falling down. Oh my god, tomato, you too want to fall down? No, no, potato, I want to know the reasons. हाँ टोमेटो, चलो let us attend Belko classes to understand the reasons.
Dear potato and tomato, the simple reason is that your seesaw is in equilibrium due to the action of equal forces, and whereas that seesaw is not in equilibrium due to the action of unequal forces. Now we shall understand the same in detail. Consider a body having mass. Now, can you say how many forces are acting on its body? The body, or you can think it as a particle. Okay, it is smaller in size, it is smaller in size, particle or body. Now it is not moving. Now the body is at rest. Body is at rest. Okay. Now here, it is at rest because inertia one factor. Okay. Inertia of rest one factor. And one more factor is so many forces because it is having mass, no? Right? And because it is on the surface, the weight is nothing but a force. So that is acting downward because of gravity. Right? And because of this force, this weight is nothing but a force. Weight is also a force. So there one more force is acting in the opposite direction. Okay, so this is called the normal reaction. If you want to pull this body in this direction, by applying force. As soon as this force start acting on this body, then one more force here start acting. Okay, so that it is called as, you name it as Fs. These two forces equal and opposite, and these two forces equal and opposite. Body is not moving. The body is not moving means all these forces acting on its body, the total force acting on its body is zero only. Why it is not moving? Because body is at rest. Body is at a rest. Therefore, the forces acting are in equilibrium. Or you can say that this particle is in equilibrium, or this body is at equilibrium. A body is said to be in equilibrium if the net forces acting on the body is equal to zero. Right? So it may be the body or it may be any particle there. Right? If you take a particle here, this is a particle. So when you call it a particle, its size is very small. Okay. So here one force is acting, you can call it F1. Another force is acting, it is acting F2. Okay, and here the body, this particle is said to be in equilibrium if F1 plus F2 is equal to 0. This F1 plus F2 is the net force acting on the body. This force balances this force. So the body is said to be in equilibrium if the net force acting on the body is 0. This is what the concept known as equilibrium of a particle. A body is said in equilibrium if the total force or net force, total force acting on it is zero. Now consider a particle. You can call this particle A, right? Here, particle A is in equilibrium. Equilibrium. If F1 plus F2 is equal to 0, implies the sum of forces acting on a particle is equal to the net force, sum of forces. So, if the net force acting on a particle is 0, then you can say the particle is to be in equilibrium. If the particle is in equilibrium, net force is 0, net force acting on the body is 0, and if net force acting on the body is 0, the particle is in equilibrium. Right? And what does it mean? This also, you can see here, F1 plus F2 is equal to 0 means what here? F1 is equal to minus F2. What does it mean? So both the forces are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. This is called the equilibrium of a particle. Here also, in this case, this is the one body acting. So both forces are acting here. You take this F1, F2, F3, F4 values. Sum of all these forces is equal to 0. So here, you can say the body of mass M is at rest. If these forces Fa plus K in one R plus K Fs plus W is equal to 0. Right? So here what I'm telling, add up all these forces and the net force, if it is going to be 0, then the body is said to be in equilibrium. Now we shall study mechanics. There are so many forces, but we don't know this. That are invisible forces. Right? So there are three types of common forces. We are common forces we find. First one is the contact forces. Contact forces. Let's explain later. Next, spring force. Spring force. Next one is the weight. And here, contact forces, you see, when the body is in contact with the other body, other surface. So this body, this surface. When it is in contact with the surface, we find that just now I found that diagram already. How many forces now? It's weight, 1 force. Another force. Okay? And this, it will not wait. Here, 2 forces you find. Now for the time. This is because of contact with this one. This body exerts force on the surface, and the surface in turn will exert the reaction downward. Its weight will be acting downward, 1 force, that's also nothing but a force. But if the surface it does exert force in the upward direction, the reactional force. So Newton's third law. So it's actual. Yes. So this is because of this body is conducting this. It is nothing but a right. Now one more force, spring force. Suppose here is the rigid support. Rigid support. One fixed rigid support is there. What you do is we suspend a spring here. We suspend a spring. One end is the tightly tight the rigid support. With the rigid support. And the spring. And the other end of the spring is the suspended weight, the mass. So when this weight is acting downward, one more opposing force inside the spring is generated in the opposite direction. Right? So that force that is inside the spring is called a restoring force. What is that? Restoring force. Restoring force. So when the downward force is applied, the internal force is set up in the spring. So that is the opposite direction. So that force is called the restoring force. Okay. So this restoring force is called the spring force. This restoring force is directly proportional to the spring. Right? And hence this F is equal to some constant called the K into X. This K is called as spring constant. So when the spring is suspended with the mass, right, then one force is set up inside the spring in the opposite direction. That force is called restoring. And then weight is also the amount of force. So weight is when any body is traveling thrown upward, it is having mass, and when it is falling downward direction, and it takes time to surface the earth, and the time it is taking. Initial velocity is 0, and final velocity is equal to the maximum, and from 0 to maximum it wants to become, then takes time there. Then there is change in velocity. That change in velocity the time is called the acceleration. And this acceleration is due to gravity. Therefore, this is called acceleration due to, right? So contact forces. So when the two bodies in contact with each other, we find the force for the contact. Right? Spring force. This one.
And weight is also a force.
Tomato, don't you think that we both fell down in the gravity of this very interesting class and understood the reasons that our seesaw was in the state of equilibrium, but that seesaw was not in equilibrium? And also we understood about the common forces in mechanics. Yes, Potato.